never go up against a man who can set things and it happen.
Because if you say the Eden imagine a being thing, and a fool like duck.
I go up against the man that control down to the whip where I beat them, which is the so-called white man. Yahawashi and Shai control everything. Yep. See, Esau and we are going to show our punishment for our transgression. Right. So all you have to do, acknowledge Yahawashi and Shai, step away from them idols, leave idolatry.
Gone.
Alright, this is 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14. If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land.
Right. And guess what? The elect are going to do that, and from the elect done that, this place going to get destroyed, the elect will be delivered, and the elect will be set up in Israel, right, and rule. Right, so we'll go
Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 10 verse 15. Shall the ox boast itself against him that heweth therewith? Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it? As if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift itself as if it were no wood.
Exactly. Because them David gave that the proper understanding. He said, hide him or keep him, roughly paraphrase him, from men which are thine hands. Or so-called white man. So David need to beg the so-called white man which are with. No, fuck the white man. You see me? Or who pray to Oko, Yahawashi, or Shai. If you have it, can you get it?
Jeremiah, Psalm 17 and verse... Here! 13. Psalms 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
Same say arise who? Yahweh. Not white man, please stop beating me. No.
Trump.
Yeah. You didn't say that.
Trump.
Mr. Trump. Yeah, the bitch want to beg Trump. Fuck Trump. You see me? Right, Trump is basically the hands of the Mosai, yeah? Right, so Trump wants to shut down government, if we get affected, we say, yo, I worship and try to make another way. Which ultimately, I keep no more. We're not busy with this. When Trump locked down government, be like, yeah, Trump, go on. The puppet you work, I Trump by puppet for the Mosai. Right? I want to say, yo, if basically him and him don't want downfall. Right, so go on now.
Right. Psalm 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, Bahasham Yahawashi. Disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Right, so we are praying to get delivered. We are praying unto, which word prayer go back to supplication or begging. Begging who? Yahweh. Right? To deliver from the hands of the so-called white man. Right? So let's go into this real quick.
Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Alright, you read the next verse. Next verse, nice. Alright. Psalm 17 and verse 14. From men which are thine hand, O Lord, from men of the world which have their portion in this life.
Right, which have them portion in this life. Because guess what? An idea is the scripture say one to them that are rich in this world because they receive them consolation. 2/3 is right, we eat in them because they feed them heredities. Who the world is. Right? Right, because them basically lay a slave for you. Right, but guess what? They might get trapped, they will win their own plan. Right, because as soon as he thinks that all is going to be well, then you always try forward. Right? And you know like them. You not even come back as a man. Full power. Right. With chariots, with all the angels them. It's me and just imagine one angel can destroy the earth here. And I'm come back with an army.
The scripture says, I'm come back with vengeance.
Yeah? Say now go play. And you know who might fight for? I fight for we.
Right.
Exactly. The winner this is with the white man. Go on.
Right, back in Psalm 17 and verse 14.
It's some good news, yo. You see me? Which you started off with earlier. Right, the gospel. So guess what? Yahawashi with the angel them, I come back and fight on our behalf. You see me? You imagine, you have Yahawashi fight for you. Right? You don't need nothing more.
You're supposed to live for man's spirit, yo. You're supposed to live for man's spirit. You know, say power come back personally to live for him out in captivity, yo.
That's right.
You get me? When our forefathers, the inner the hardcore slavery, and them go through this, you know, them wish to get some deliverance out there, and just know, say, yo, with power, I come back and do this. It's a great thing, yo.
Hey, it's like, for instance, you have, love watch medieval movies. It's like, for instance, when an army go to fight, yo, it's an honor to have to see a general, it's out there in the battlefield with you. But guess what? And the general alone are forward. It's the king himself are forward too. Right, everybody are come. Right, which most I, most I all living true.
Yeah, look.
Right, but Yahawashi forward, King David were forward, the holy angel them, the whole army. Michael.
Because when I think about it now, Peter, and I say, yo, imagine how Peter did feel when him did in a prison and the angel come free, yo. Imagine how him did feel then. You get me? It will be greater. It's a greater feeling to know what happened to we when our power come and save, yo.
And the next one to feel good to was King David in front of Goliath. This big old giant, and also we trust in a Yahawashi and slew the, you see me, I was a David of him own strength. And the power that flowed through me Yahawashi. And I see when we have our strength. And the carnal thing I bring down is the spiritual power, the guidance of who Yahawashi.
Exactly. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall raise up a standard against me. So we are going to raise up a standard because we are nobody. We are right. But Yahweh, I rise up against him. I am arguing with some of my spiritual power. And then all tables turn. Which, that's a part of the gospel, yo. Right? The good news. Right? Whereas the brother say, yo, 2:30 now I can get it because they're not for them. Finish this?
Finish this. I say, back in Psalm 17 and 14, from men which are thine hand, O Lord, from men of the world which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hidden treasure. Treasure. Like, yeah. They are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes.
Yeah, and if you check the elites, them basically pass down all of them resources or control or power or riches to them fellow offspring. Alright, so let's go up here.
Alright, back to Jeremiah 50 verse 7.
What?
All that found them have devoured them.
Even the so-called white man, you find we, you see me, when we get sold by the so-called Africans, Hamites actually, you see me, and the Arabs them, which are actually Ishmaelites, when them capture we and sell it to the cracker, right? Yeah.
And just to add, when they find us, man, when they come over here, in the Western world, man, when they come see them, the northern tribe are inhabitant lands. You see me? And what them do? Them capture the man, them, man. You see me? Because if you ever go in and for them history, them not really teach about the slavery of the so-called Native Americans. You see me? Them think they really have to go in and find out even say, oh, them people they go through slavery to me. But the prophecy fulfilled upon them to me.
Right.
You see?
Yeah, because we're supposed to be inhabited by so-called Taino land, right? From my research, I just one woman never hear open her mouth and say she go back to Taino. Rest of them wipe out. Right, that's the massacre that the cracker came over here and did when him fight with. Right, so all that found them, one.
All that found them had devoured them.
Devoured them, destroyed them, go on.
And their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord and the hope of their fathers. Continue. Remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans.
Yeah, we can start to stay, which ultimately even that I spirit one that come out to you, because first thing first, when we step out of the mindset, is we have this place here, Babylon. The Babylon philosophy, democracy, right, and all of the religious belief them turn to Yahawashi, right? So we get the curses was that we have to get leaders who are lead way astray. People are fine when they vow it, but that curse will get lift now, right? 2 minutes for question, and I'm also the Lord here, the bread of our curse. Isaiah 30, verse 20. Read that.
Jeremiah 3 and verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
That's right. So we get what? Pastors according to the Most High heart now. And they want them all lead we astray. They say me I make we go further off our power and get further destroyed. But what them are this one now, I go feed with what? Knowledge and understanding.
Right.
Knowledge of the scriptures, and here they are. Right, coming out here, right, tell us, guess what? This is a good way. Walk in it, and ye shall find rest for thy soul.
Watch out, and to pray it as deep as possible. You say, yo, this is the way, which is the way. You always try to say, yo, I'm the truth, the way, and the light, man. So we are lead them to Yahawashi, man. You see me, because we are showing, say, yo, this is the way, man.
Found in living water.
Which is the word, man. And with the word is who? Yahawashi, man.
Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 30 verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction,
Don't go through slavery. Right, yeah, it's evident. We see it, we've been it. So don't let that happen. What go on now?
yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
So yo, your teacher them, they now be removed into a corner no more. By the true prophets. I remember as we quoted earlier, I remember the exact prophet or Israelite that actually made a prayer. Him say, raise up prophets that had been in thy name. Right? And the scripture also say, yo, he might restore the judges that was of old. Right? Someone like Joshua, one like Moses, is all of the prophets them would actually lead Israel into the right way, they might get risen back. Right? Which actually lead Israel onto the correct path, which brother, let's break it down properly. Right? That path is Yahawashi, which I will lead you to Yahweh.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Yeah, so come out here publicly in the streets every Saturday. You go on YouTube, you find me. So I shall see thy teachers. Go on.
And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying,
So you hear the gospel now. Go on.
this is the way, walk ye in it.
Right, walk in the way of Yahawashi. Go on.
When ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left,
So no matter what you do, follow the path here. Go on.
ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver, and the ornament of thy molten images of gold. Thou shalt cast them away as a menstruous cloth. Thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence.
Alright, give me another film, Sign.
Sign with the idol, all of them.
Hey, say all of them here, yo. We put them off. First one, that's sitting here right there, so. This cross is how people been following so long. Right? The white cracker. And the way other one, that's sitting right there, so. Can heavy pan Benjamin. Right? We'll cast them off like a menstruous woman, something bad. Yo, get off of me. Who for near me?
So when we see them are running and from what they are saying their name Baphomet.
Oh yeah, and that one there too. Really fuck. Right? And we have cast them off, yo. Because when you come to the truth, yo, we despise these images. Right? Right? That one here, so last thing, we not nothing good to say about them. Because them are nobody. And so come out here and talk shit about the white Christ. Every idol will cast them down. And come out here to pull them down to the spirit and power and get precepts of that.
And exalt the true power.
Yeah.
Alright, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and in bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach.
Yeah. So what? Imagination, one of them, Christianity, will go against the knowledge of Yahweh. But Shemia was shy. We'll cast that down. We'll tear it down. Say, alright, Christian believe in a hell. You see me, that is rubbish. No, when I Bible talk about that. You see me? Right, them believe say God love everybody. I can't think Bible. The Most High hate. And he only love Israel. And this side, he might kill 2/3. Right, we'll bring forth these scriptures. Right, so that's how we cast it down. You believe in a Selassie? Well, no need for dispute that. You just go on with your business. You believe in a Big Bang? We left you too. You're special. Go on. Guys, if you're going this endless dispute with an idiot, you see me, you're a fool that. Answer not a fool that can't is folly. You chat rubbish, alright, go on. You want to believe in one man who bury in a toilet, or actually believe in another cracker as him savior, one way business. You see me, you're special. Leave them alone. Skipper say, yo, and if the blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind leave the blind, all shall fall into the ditch. Alright, so they might go on to the destruction. Alright, but guess what? We here represent what? The gospel, right? Where it gets spread, right? The good news. Because we get rise up in the last days, right? We show you a sign. So guess what? Yahawashi is with us. Yahawashi is with us. Right? He might bring we back. This is where I get set up there. Right? So let's go back.
This is Tobit 13 and verse 3. Confess him before the Gentiles. Tobit 3 and verse 3. Confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he has scattered us among them.
Right, so we get serious.
Alright, so right now over here, so now we captivity, we get scattered amongst the Gentiles. This here shall speak about the heathens them round about us, so carry away in them captivity. But when the Most say, I don't know, he might rise up back in profit them. So we do what? Confess him name and declare him out here. So when the act just are going and say, who are run down the sweet Jesus, or who are say Selassie, you can go on with your madness. But our duty have to declare unto you the name of the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son. Our liar, our mediator, and the only way to salvation. We have declared that unto you people.
Right.
And know.
Because you would have come like back then in Egypt, where the Lord say, he sent Moses, tell the people, the name and say, turn back to me, you see me, and then you do a great work, prove, sure say, the name is clear. I see him, no, he said the prophets them, to go some and show him name and tell you people say, turn back, you see me? So guess what? Great work will come, Great work we're going to do, coming. Well, he's been doing great work, He's been doing it.
Alright, so verse 4 said, there declare his greatness and exalt him before all the living, for he is our Lord and he is the power of our Father forever.
That's right, forever. And that's a part of the good news to you, Say
Exactly.
Say guess what? Him now will leave with and you not for see it. Even though we fuck up, even though we commit all sort of madness, is him guess what? All we have to do is just say we're sorry and right now left with my poor favor,
Right? Verse 5, yeah? Tobit 13 and verse 5. And he will scourge us for our iniquities. Watch this now. And will have mercy again.
Alright.
And will gather us out of all nations among who he had scattered us.
So among all the wind in the heathen them with them, I live like them, I live amongst them, I get oppressed, he might work the other way. He might lift we out from them, he see me and put you back in our land. He see me all the heathen them I come and bow down, he literally I call we Lord. Our God.
And then see, go back to power, he says, scourge us. And just like I say, there are town this man, you see people and say some foolish, where the prophet pretty much makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to you. Literally. You can't say profit don't profit, it just don't make sense.
Makes sense. But that's a part of the scourges. We're not going to rest the soul, our feet, our constantly go and I throw some little tokens in a bag with hole. I don't know, you know, make no sense at the end of the day, but guess what? All a part of our scourging, because we transgress the laws, we sin against the power. And then worse than the ones that we're not going to acknowledge Yahawashi, especially Yahawashi. That are worse than you even down the end, because the man them where I acknowledge them sins and stay so I pray and I fast and I come most say I have mercy upon them ultimately the elect and a third. But the rest of them bro, woe unto you people.
This is Proverbs chapter 1 verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. And
sorry. You say, how long, ye simple ones? How long you fool? Right? You love simplicity. How long you want to be a slave? How long? First time I don't want to go to work tomorrow. You see, I never want to go yesterday. I'm tired. Right? How long you want to see people basically depressed? How long you want to live in a captivity? If you can tell you the captive being exiled, seeking that he may be loose, that he bread no fail. And who bread a failure, I also know big nose government, you know, come in with some clamp down where all regular vendors now can hustle you. You see me? But he come basically, as strippers say, right, the devil coming down about people having great wrath.
Right.
And the leaders of our people basically give him the red carpet if they can put it that way. Because that's all big nose do. Right, being a puppet for the white man and oppressing people. Yeah, back in the days we call him Uncle Tom or slave driver.
Like me and they say how long will people want to be a slave, how long will people want to be oppressed. Because the thing is that what people believe say in this system, them can gain a certain level of wealth. You see, them can live a certain lavish lifestyle like where the other nations them live. But them don't realize say this system is set for all us to have party. And it's set for all us in a steady placement because every time you try to rise, there's a glass ceiling at every level. You see me? If you're trying to develop your own company in this society, firstly, you have to go to the banks for your loan. You see? From you go to the bank for your loan, you already get trapped, man. You see? Plus, you're trying to get a company in this society. The company we are get, it will get taxed heavily by the government. While if an overseas party are trying to develop a company, you see, them get 5 years worth tax free. You see me? So there's always a glass ceiling. There's so many examples, man. The policies in this society, it not established to make our people excel.
Right.
It not established to make our people rise, man. It established to keep our people on a low, yo. You understand? So scripture tell us, how long you're going to love this way of life, man. You see me? You're not going to ever go further, man. The only way to go further is to basically put this to an end, man. You see? Because scripture tell us, we have, for here we have no continuing city, but we seek it one to come. You see? Who builder and founder is Yahawashi, man. You see? You can't rule, you cannot be rulers or live in a lavish sense with these so-called Edens, man. You see me?
Our enemy, just want to point and bring forth this curse. This is Deuteronomy 28 verse 23. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron.
Right.
So it's like you're there between two straight, yo. But the way they get fucked.
As them say, you're there between a rock and a hard place, man. You see me? There's no way to go, yo. Every time you try, yo, look here, look upon, let's give you an example. Look upon Michael Jackson. What with my so-called Michael Jackson? You see? Once him reach a certain level, boom, them knock him. Look upon Tupac. Where say Tupac, he basically start to sing against the Illuminati. You see? From the start to do that, them knock him. Look upon Bill Cosby, yo, every state of life where our people in, where them feel comfortable, the so-called white man have your card, man. And he can pull your card at any time, man.
And he will pull it.
And don't believe say him have a basically to pull it, man.
It even goes as simpler than that. Because when I look at where we are now in Jamaica, they will teach you, say, oh, look, go to school, get a good education, you get me, go to college, get a degree, you get a success, you get a nice job, you see me, and earn the money. People go, them go to college, them go UTech or whichever, you get me, take out one bag of student loan, and by the time them done or so, them now have nothing to show for it, them have a big degree but no work to show. And then when I look, you have BPOs, which are the call center, them home up here in Jamaica, you get me? And when I look, as the brother said, these foreign companies, the call centers, they don't pay tax. The tax is exempt. Who pay tax? And the workers who work for the company. right? And when I look, over the US, they're complaining that $8 minimum wage is too little. Well, the people out here who are working for these same call centers, they get less than minimum wage, US. You understand me? When they make the less than $8 minimum wage, them still are better. So when they think, say, yo, you left college, you couldn't get the job, but you work at one of them call centers, you can push up yourself and get a little change, it's still not enough. You see me? So anywhere you turn, you still get beat. You see me? So-called white man designed the system so you suffer originally. There's no way of earning, what them call it, financial stability.
A good lifestyle, so to speak.
Right, or financially free way. Or the income way enough really do not much. Get, pay off your bills, you live lavish. Nothing of us in this time period. Anybody will come to you and teach you that you have to jump through some hoop or some or even sell out to get that, yo. And even when I sell out, you still get nothing.
Reason. Alright, this is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the
scripture says, they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, because when you look at it, right, you have the people in the music industry, you have the people in the film industry, you have certain people in politics. You see me? Now for them people, them willing to be rich. But what happens? Them fall into a temptation and a snare. The snare is a trap. You see, because when you're going there, you see, there's a certain thing where you have to do to get amongst them men.
right?
You see, you have to curb your vessel. You see, and don't believe, say, oh, this is no fear. Men, them come out and say. You see, them one of them politicians are my body, man, yo. You see, the musicians, them.
Hey, one of us come out public well, and him come out, they catch him.
Them catch him.
Get him for that.
You see, same falling. I know one thing to when them do is that when them going there, because Terry Crews come out and say, oh, one of him industry producers or managers, them feel him up, man. You see, and him talk about say, oh, he couldn't do nothing because if he ever say nothing, him film car that get pulled, man, he would never reach nowhere.
Him never want to know.
Because they don't know. You see, them basically have to get touch for reach where them reach, man. So they that will be rich fall into many temptation and a snare, man. You see, them get trapped. You see, and from them get trapped, them can't come out. Continue, brother.
Yeah.
So if you say easier for your camel, you can see what needles eye, than if you're a rich man, in the kingdom, because at the end of the day, to get to Yahawashi, you have to count everything lost. A poor man, is him in our shit. So him not no problem, this alright, Yahawashi is the way, fine, let's fuck anything we have. A rich man, is him who have him consolation in this world, he don't want to leave it. His heart and desires is upon it. As we say, where your treasures is, there your heart will be also.
It's like a brother. Yeah, the brother where Yahawashi said, the brother said, sell all you have and follow me. You couldn't leg off for the riches just like guys.
Ananias is have like a backup plan in case Yahawashi fail. Because you think Yahawashi would have failed, not in case, because Yahawashi wouldn't fail. You know? So you have a backup plan, you put money aside for in case more Peter and the rest of the disciples them did bring forward. Was it legitimate or was it good enough? Does it mean or never going to work out? I don't think.
Never fully invested in this.
Yeah, and that's how these people do nowadays with them missionary, them pastor, them bishop, and all of that, yo, you get me? Same pastor and bishop tell these people the prosperity doctrine and these people mind get riled up, right? And when I look, the same pastors and bishop are flying from private jets, living in a 3-mansion house, whatever the case may be. You understand me? Because guess what? Them same one I tell us say, yo, look, the Lord will come back, come redeem or save or whatever them teach. And at the end of the day, themselves are so riches and gold and all these good and pleasant things to enjoy it in this life. Exactly.
Alright, 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
Many foolish and hurtful lusts. You see? many foolish and hurtful lusts. Because at the end of the day, scripture tells us how the fashion of this world passed away. So now if you're going to invest in a something and lust after something, you're going to get corrupted and destroyed. It's foolish, man. And it's going to hurt you in the end, you know. You see me? Exactly. You see? You have a song when Christians sing, and them say Christ, but we know say Yahawashi. You see, in the solid rock I stand. All other grounds, man, is sinking sand, man. You see me? Them sing that them song, but them not pray or deep with this, man. You see, if you stand up on something else apart from the standard of Yahawashi, as the brother bring out the storm, Ananias and Sapphira, you see, he's there now on sinking sand, man. Just finish that precept they want. Just finish precept.
Which drown men in destruction,
right,
and perdition.
Right, which drown men in destruction and perdition, man.
God.
You see, so you're a dead man. When you're stuck in a quicksand, you can't come out, man. So anytime you're stuck in this kingdom, you're stuck in the ways of this kingdom, and I try to survive and live lavish in this kingdom, man, you're a dead man. You see?
And just to add to what you said, remember the man where he say him follow all of the commandments, and Yahawashi, him ask Yahawashi what we can do. You have it?
He just are going to like people, poor people, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, where they get big in another world, and they see them have to sell out, pollute themselves, and become an abominable thing unto the Most High. And profitable. What the scripture say? Matthew 16 and verse 26. For what is a man profit? No. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Worth it.
Scripture telling in the book of Ecclesiastes say, vanity of vanity, all that you see is vanity. See, at the end of the day, the glory of the kingdom is the holy prophet. See, bro?
This is Matthew chapter 6 verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Exactly, because scripture tell about the parable of the rich man. See, when the rich man do him realize say him have enough to carry him for many years. You see it? And when him look on himself, him say, yo, here what? I'm going to tear down my barns and build myself greater ones. You see, but what scripture say, him never realize say, yo, this night in life are going to be required of him, man. You see it? So him never really store up real treasures. Him build up barns and him build up stability in this life, man. Which this life is about going down. This life is about corruption. This life is about death. You see it? The life that is truly is the one that is to come, man. You see it? That is where scripture says for a year we have no continuing city, man. It says, Micah 2, what's that? Arise ye and depart. You see it? For this is not your rest. You see it? It shall surely destroy you, man. You see it? That is what this life offers you.
Alright? Yes. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Exactly, man. And the so-called white man is a thief, yo.
Right.
See, when you believe, say, yo, you establish something for generations to come, see, the white man find a crafty little way of to take it from you.
Hey, simply put, you work so much to put your money in the bank, and so-called white man and collapse the currency. Everything gone.
Everything where you believe, say, you are established in this society, the white man have a nice way to take you from.
It's just an illusion.
See, it's just an illusion. Because, did you know?
in a slavery. Him give whatsoever shake off, and him give it to them. Whatsoever them call well. Just like on plantation, slaves are never responsible for themselves. The slave master, which is so-called white man, he was the one responsible for clothe and feed them.
Right.
But what him do now, he just give them a job to clothe and feed themselves, but at the same time, them have to show for work 9 to 5.
Go back to weird slavery.
Yes, dead slave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people think them free. You know what I mean? And, right, and people forget who the so-called white man is, that he's the devil, that he's our enemy. That people tell us that we have enemy as a people.
Right.
See, but our people feel like say, them don't have any enemy. They feel like them brother are them enemy, or them, they somebody who live next door to them are them enemy.
Right.
See?
I say, what people don't realize in this thing, you know, is that they believe say them want something in this society. But them never know and realize say, yo, even when them land title, it have land holder, not land owner. You see, say still in a state where the so-called white man have to go to for everything. You have to go to the enemy for everything. You see?
Yeah, this you just see something a while ago about we still in our captivity. Yeah. This is Baruch 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments